Hello guys, it's Spurs 21 here, back with my match review of the game from Saturday where Manchester City completely outclassed Tottenham 4-1. First of all, very sorry that this upload's so late. I recorded this originally on Sunday, but I went to upload and uploaded all fine, then checked my computer the next day, it had completely disappeared, and you know, I've spent nearly the last 2 days trying to work out where, you know, it went. I've checked my phone, my memory stick, my USB drive. Yeah, nowhere to be found. So I'm having to re-record this again. So obviously not ideal, and obviously sorry about that. But you know, that's just unfortunately sometimes the way computers work. So anyway, I'm here recording it for you now. And yeah. Man City completely outplayed and outclassed Spurs in every department on Saturday. So, you know, there's no point trying to hide that fact, because that's what happened. The lineup going into the game was generally pretty much the strongest I think we could have hoped for. Danny Rose and Kieran Trippier were the choices at the wing-back roles. Musa, Dembele and Harry Winks were the two in the middle, and the quartet, as I said, of Eriksen, Son, Ali and Kane up front. So, the opening 10 minutes of the game were fairly even, it had to be said. We were pressing City up high, winning the ball and at least causing them some trouble in their defence, which I said in my preview, a lot of teams have been too scared to come at City just because of how much attacking firepower they have. But we didn't do that. We pressed up high with them the opening 10 minutes, and it at least looked like there was a decent game on. Then unfortunately, we sloppily gave away the first goal. A corner comes in from the left-hand side, and Gundogan is somehow completely been left unmarked 6 yards out with a simple header into the bottom corners to make it 1-0, and I think that should have knocked the team's confidence back, because we just never seemed to be able to recreate that. They kept panicking with long balls. There was consistent periods where we would pass the ball backwards and forwards in our own, like from Lloris to Vertonghen, then to Rose, then to Trippier, then Dyer, then back to Lloris again. And so many times we nearly got caught out. From Sterling, who was having a great game, Son especially. I mean, poor Kieran Trippier, Jesus. I mean, Trippier is a very top draw right back, and Son just absolutely took him to school. It had to be said. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth of it. Just constantly winning the ball off him, beating him for pace. There was even one example where there's a loose ball up to it. Trippier's got like a 5-yard edge stance on it, so they still somehow speeds him to the ball. Like, Son was phenomenal. I'm not going to take that away from him at all. Chance after chance comes in. Aguero has a chance saved by Lloris. Sterling has a really good chance. He blazes over the crossbar. We just couldn't get anything creative going forward, and in the end we were probably quite fortunate to go in just 1-0 down at half time, because it was just more of the same all through the first half. Because what City were often doing was pushing so high up that it basically causes panic in the defensive midfield, and as a result you have to, in the end they just resorted to getting the ball away or panicking and losing possession. Because often, one of the things I mentioned in my preview was what I thought we could have a chance was, it was the similar type of game to Madrid, Liverpool, Dortmund, the good performances, where we often sit back, let the team have the ball, then hit them on the break. But in those games, the opposition would not press up as soon as we won the ball back, and that's a result. And because the others pressed, you know, all as a team, we exploited spaces in behind them and got them on the break and scored. what City were doing a lot of the time was Guardiola effectively had one man on every single Spurs player. So, even if City lost the ball high up the field, they would just immediately win the possession back because, and they basically nullified the, one threat that we possibly could have created. So yeah, half time, 1-0 down. I'm thinking, okay, just get our heads together, get ourselves sorted out, come out of the second half. It's only one goal, we can get back in this. And for the start of the second half, the first 15-20 minutes of it, we did that. We got back to the pressing. We were at least causing City trouble. Harry Kane had a brilliant shot that Edison did a fantastic job of saving. Obviously, City was still creating opportunities. Sonny had another good chance miss, as did Sterling again. Then, what at the time seemed like an odd substitution from Guardiola was actually very clever. Gabriel Jesus was brought in for Sergio Aguero, which initially puzzled, I think, well, it certainly puzzled me at least. However, often what was happening was every time City were on the break, particularly in the second half, Aguero was like in the spaces of Kevin De Bruyne, who yet again was outstanding, it had to be said. And often because he comes in so deep, he often disrupted City's attacks. So effectively, Jesus was just put up there on his own, effectively to give City more space and freedom, and that's why City got so stronger in the last 20 minutes of the game. Quite a few nasty tackles were in there as well through the game. Fernandinho with a attempted clearance when his boot caught Harry Kane right in the face was booked. Harry Kane was booked for a lunging challenge on Sterling that I don't know, could have maybe been a red card. One day it's given as a red, one day it's given as yellow. So then another one's later on, Dele Alli on De Bruyne for something very similar to that. That was a yellow, not a red, because he got the ball first. It was a bit of a nasty challenge, but yellow card was the right decision there. Eventually, 70 minutes, the pressure told. City again, pressing high, ball comes through to Kevin De Bruyne, who fires an absolute bullet into the top corner. Initially when I saw it live, I thought maybe Hugo should have done better with it, but I think, to be honest, I think there was so much pace on the shot that I think it was Parcelaries before he reacted and still managed to get half a glove to it. I think the ball would have really beaten him, to be honest. Then a few minutes later, City won a penalty when again, City press up high and get in behind. Vertonghen has to make a lunging tackle on his De Bruyne, which gives them a penalty. Luckily, Jesus hit the post with the penalty, then Sterling missed an open goal and blazed it over the bar. But then a couple of minutes later, De Bruyne again, ball goes across the face of goal. Sterling comes into the back post to make it 3-0. Then a lot after that, it was 4-0. Then Eriksen got a decent one as a consolation at the end of the game to make it 4-1. What can we take away from this? First of all, contrary to what some people have tried to claim, who certainly didn't bottle the game and certainly didn't crumble. City have annihilated everyone in their path. Look at the games against, Stoke where they won 7-2. Look at Liverpool when they won 5-0. Look at Watford away, who they won 6-0. Huddersfield 4 and 5-0. And City have blown everybody away and they've already got the title won. Okay. I don't care what it was. City have already got the Premiership in the bag, as far as I'm concerned. So, this shouldn't be the need for any sudden reactions. We just got to hope we can bounce back at Burnley on Saturday and get a win there and get the momentum back. on Kieran Trippier, I know obviously he had a terrible game, and you know it's obviously never nice. But do you think Serge Aurier maybe deserves to have a good run in the first team? Because he's always looked good in the games he's played for us so far. And you know, would you like? I mean, a lot of people said he probably should have come on at the start of the second half, which I'm not sure if it would have made a difference, but I would have understood at least attempting, you know, to change it, because you know Trippier was just getting annihilated by Sane the whole game. And of course, the other point I want to make is Moussa Dembele. Basically, I'm worried that the injuries that he's accumulated over the years are starting to catch up with him. For as technically gifted as he is on the ball, and we all know that. Could we maybe need to be looking at a replacement soon? I know that's I feel bad for saying it, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of everything you saw on Saturday and what we should do going forward. Leave all of your thoughts down in the comments section below. Follow my social media links too, and also please drop a like on the video, guys. Your support is amazing. Thanks very much for watching. I've been Ben Spurs 21. I'll see you soon. And win, lose or draw, always come on you Spurs.